Hello, Snakeo here with another figure review. Today we have got playing on your YouTube, McFarlane Toys. Walking Dead the TV series. Carl. What I think is maybe one of the fan favorite characters in the show, this little guy, I gotta say, this little kid is incredibly brave. I honestly don't think I'd be as brave as he is, and how well he's done in this series. I'm not talking about the character, I'm talking about the little actor. This kid has done amazing, and I'm very impressed with his, you know, I'm just very impressed with how well he's acted and how well he's done in the series. I really think he's done well. You know, my hat comes off to him. I wish him well for his future career. But what do we think of this figure? Honestly, it's actually really good. It's one of the better ones in the range. Only real gripe is he doesn't come with any weapons bar his knife. He comes with a total of 4 accessories: the hat, the bag, the keys, and can't get it out, the little knife. Although this would probably be removable, you can tell by the paint that it's probably not meant to be. So let's have a closer look at this stuff. Okay, so it comes with this bag, which is actually really nice. As you can see, it's green with like a black wash going through it. Looks like they've used water based ink colours, I'm not too sure. And inside the bag, I can't really make out, I think it's medical supplies. Can't really see, it says, looks like a bottle there, and maybe some kind of packs or something, but you can't really open it any further. It's very stiff. The handles have a bit of ply in them, but not really much, to be honest. You do it any more than that, you're going to really stretch it. But all in all, it's really well detailed and it's pretty cool. I do like it. I think it's a nice addition. The keys. These are the, you know, I'm not going to say what these keys are for because I don't want to give any spoilers away for people who haven't actually seen the series yet. But these keys are quite important in the series, we'll say that. And they're actually pretty nice. They seem to be maybe the same key over and over again, kind of stacked. I couldn't even tell you how many there are. A good dozen there, with some gold ones on the front there. But it's a nice little addition. They didn't have to add that. It's pretty cool. His little knife is very cool, and it's very tiny. I mean, look at that. It's like about the size of my nail. And yeah, it's pretty decent. It's just a solid black, bit of silver paint rub there, unfortunately, on the actual handle, with a painted blade of silver. And maybe the most important addition is the cowboy sheriff hat. Very nicely sculpted. Bit of paint bleed there on the gold, but you know, it's quite small, and has a bit of black wash going throughout it. It's pretty nice, and as you saw at the start of the video, it fits on his head pretty well. Carry it going forward, go pretty much any way you want. It fits on his head rather well. While we have the figure here, is this a good likeness to the actor? I don't know what his name is, but I think it's okay. I don't remember his hair being so flat, but I think they've done that just so you can put the hat on it. But I think it's pretty well sculpted. There's a bit of like paint, I'm not quite sure what's going on with his ear there, it's very black in there. But I think it's a pretty good likeness to the actual actor, to be honest. As you can see from his outfit, he's got this green kind of hoodie, which has some nice camo paints in the hood. Camo, I said that weird. Has some nice camo paints in the hood, and some black wash throughout. And then the sleeves also has some nice paints and some washes going throughout. And then his hands look very filthy. Everything's dirty in the apocalypse, which is understandable. Now his jeans, although you can't really make them out, they have some nice black wash going throughout them. And then his trainers are really well painted, actually, have some great details throughout. All in all, for his scale, because he's the smallest of them all, is very well detailed and painted. They did a great job on this figure. Okay, size comparison. Carl stands literally just under. It's actually almost exactly at 4 inches tall. Standing next to Glenn, Marl. What the heck is going on with that? Michonne, Maggie, and then a Bucky cap. As I said in my previous 2 videos, these things are not in the 6-inch scale, nor are they in the 3 3/4 inch scale. They are in between, about 4.5 to 5-inch scale. Okay, let's go over Carl's articulation. The head is on a ball, so you can go forward that far and back, and probably further, but it's hindered by his little collar there. So that's pretty good. You can get great rock to side, and you can rotate around 360 degrees. Now, this is a slightly softer rubber, but it's still quite firm. So you can rotate it around 360 degrees, but you are going to be hindered by this slightly. As I said in my previous video, they have kind of these cogs for their joints, and it's very ugly, and it's not very nice that it shows quite prominently. So that's one thing that I would complain about all of these figures. But the arm can go out that far. There is a rotation at the elbow, and there is a bend at the elbow of that. It's kind of weird. I've never seen this before. It's the best bend for it is actually out to the side. When you come forward, it's not as much. And that's normally the best place where they put the bend. For some reason, they've done his out to the side. It's the same on both of them. So it's very interesting that they've done that. He then has a rotation. Yeah, he does. He then has a rotation at the sleeve there. So that rotates 360 degrees. And then he has a hinge from there to there. And that's it in the arms. Nothing in the torso. Nothing in the waist. He then has those same kind of peg things that I said in my previous videos, where there's like a peg going into the leg like that. So he can go forward. Oh, there you go. I can show you. It's a double peg. Didn't even know that was going to happen. So he can go forward that much. That's a Spartan. Well, he's got virtually nothing out to the side. That's it. But you can rotate at that peg there up top, and then he has a bend in the knee of 90 degrees, and then a rotation at the knee, but the further you go around, the less you'll get. And then his ankles seem to have some articulation, but I couldn't tell you what, because there's virtually nothing. You can basically go from there to there, and from there to there, and that's about it. There's virtually nothing there. Okay, so holding accessories, as you saw, he has a knife which will only go in his left hand. And even then, it's quite loose. His right hand is kind of doing that, so you can't really get anything in there. You can maybe put the blade of it in there, like he's about to throw it. But that's about it. It does fit in his sheath rather nice. As you saw at the start of the video, a bit too nice. The keys can go in either hand. But again, they're quite loose in the left. In the right, they fit in there just nice. And the bag really only in the right hand. And only one strap. And the hat, you saw, goes on just fine. Okay, so final thoughts on this figure. Would I recommend this? Honestly, yeah, I think he's a great addition to have to the series. And it's cool that he's in there. And it's a nice figure to have if you are collecting this whole wave. Definitely one to pick up if you are. But if you are not sure about these, the only thing I'd advise is the weird kind of hip articulation and their scale. If you're comfortable with that, definitely one to pick up. He's a great little figure and a great little guy. Can't wait to see what he gets into in season 5. Anyway guys, that is my review. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a like down below. Please add any comments you'd like to add about this figure or my channel. If you'd like to get in contact with me, please contact me via my Facebook, where is a link in the description below. And as per usual guys, you know the routine by now. Keep collecting it, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye bye.